Hey yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski. Welcome back to Road to PokeMMO Episode 6 in Season 3. This is a series where I sort of play through a main account progression, sort of stat line and journey, I guess, to creating a main account, getting HM friends, getting all the regions done, maybe getting a shiny or two here on the way, making a competitive team from scratch, everything a main account might need to do. In Season 1, we made 1 million Pokeyen from scratch. In Season 2, we made that competitive team from scratch and took some PvP elements into that season. And now in Season 3, we are making 10 million Pokeyen from an already established account. So we're sort of progressing on and showing you guys what you can do in PokeMMO in the year 2022. Now we're currently at 4 badges gathered in the Hoenn region in PokeMMO, and we're going to be doing something kind of interesting today. So I know that the next badge that I need to acquire is over in Petalburg City. So I'm actually going to abuse a PokeMMO specific mechanic called /unstuck. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm over here at Route 110. I want to be teleported over to Little Root Town in a very quick manner, and I could just bite there, I could run around everything, but you know what, I'm going to try this strategy. I'm going to try to /unstuck. It should teleport me back home. If I don't move for 2 minutes within game, I'll be teleported to Little Root Town. I'll be able to go up north and then west over to Petalburg City and hopefully be able to take on the 5th gym very, very quickly. It's very, very important and very cool to remember, like, PokeMMO isn't just a traditional Pokemon game. There are always going to be certain elements like this or certain mechanics that you can use to your advantage. Alright, if I'm correct, I should be being teleported here in around 5 seconds or so, so hopefully I don't look like full here. Right on. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful call on that. So now that we're teleported back here to Little Root Town, we should be able to just go north, go west, and hopefully I'm not just drastically underestimating the Hoenn landscape. I definitely don't remember how it was laid out, so hopefully it's easy to get over to this gym. It's hilarious that during our early journey, we didn't even take the time to catch a Zigzagoon. You know what? For all those Zigzagoon lovers out there, I don't know how many, far and few between that may be, I'm going to go ahead and catch one. Just kidding. I guess he's going to break out for a couple of rolls. I'll keep trying. You know what? We'll get a Pokedex entry on the way. Why not? What are they feeding Zigzagoon these days? It's crazy. This level 2 Zigzagoon took me 4 Pokeballs. Kind of surprising, but you know what? At least we got him. No IVs, nothing to mention. But we did, always add a Pokedex entry, which is nice. If you're not aware, recently, within the last couple months or so, they did actually add a reward within game that if you complete a Pokedex within a given region. So if I were to go to my Pokedex, if you were to complete, let's say, the Kanto Pokedex, which involves all these Pokemon, the Hoenn Pokedex, which is all these Pokemon, the Sinnoh, etc., you'll be awarded a hidden ability type patch or badge per region. So we can actually go, I believe grass is the most expensive one at the moment. If we search by grass patch, you'll be awarded one of these, essentially. Start date, grass. You'll be awarded ability patch. So you'll be awarded one of these based on what starter you picked in the region. So picking the grass starter currently in each region is actually the best way to earn a ton of money from these patches. Water is the cheapest at around 650k, 630k. Fire there. We can see it 670. What is grass? I know grass is wicked expensive, man. Look at this, 1.7 mil for a grass patch. The reason being is simply superior. Everybody needs grass patches for superior. It's the only way to get a hidden ability superior, which is one of the best Pokemon in OU right now. Really tough Pokemon to deal with, really strong Pokemon, really cool Pokemon in my opinion. Also Venusaur, not just superior, but Venusaur is also relevant. However, there were Alpha Bulbasaur and Alpha Bulbasaurs that came to the game, so you can get hidden ability on Venusaur through other ways, whereas superior you have to get a grass patch at the moment. So there are alternative methods for Bulbasaur, but once again, superior needs the grass patch, making that thing pretty expensive. But if you were to complete each region, let's say in this region I picked Trico, if I were to complete the Hoenn Pokedex, I would be awarded with the ability grass patch. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. It was a pretty interesting update, and kind of just not really people saw it coming. It's a pretty interesting way to implement that sort of hidden ability access on previously existing Pokemon. Alright, now thankfully, I believe this was the case. It was super easy to go ahead and head over here to Petalburg City, and I believe this is the next gym I'm taking on. Let's go ahead and get my team sorted for it. It's a normal type gym, if I recall correctly. Alright, now I actually didn't adjust the team too much at all. I essentially just went ahead and added this girder. I took out the Palpitoad with the Quick Claw, which wasn't going to be super useful. This gym's a normal type gym, so having this girder with Wake Up Slap, Sheer Force, and I even have an Eviolite laying around in my bag. So honestly, this is like an NU Pokemon trying to pop off here. We'll see how much value we can get out of him. He might just be kind of useless. He might be whatever. Just kind of have to, I guess, roll with it and see what happens. Not the best stats whatsoever. Pretty mediocre. But a really interesting Pokemon. Girder is pretty cool. Having Wake Up Slap with Sheer Force. I guess Sheer Force doesn't actually boost its attack since it doesn't have any added effects. It just has a, like, I guess, add-on text. It's that little slightly different sort of post effect, I guess, if that makes sense. But let's go ahead and start battling through here. My current max obedience level is 35. Hopefully, so we do have to battle these guys, I guess, every time, which isn't too bad. I think you might be able to answer some questions to avoid it, or you might not. I'm not sure, but honestly, I'm happy to take the XP right now. XP in this gym, I think this gym is going to be pretty easy. Hopefully, I'm not disrespecting it, honestly, and just kind of expecting too little out of it, but I'm pretty sure this gym should be quite easy. Now, this isn't going to be the craziest test of damage, my level 30 Girder versus level 29 Delcatty, but I do want to go ahead and go for it. He actually has access to Thunder. Wow, I was really curious. I was like, is that really going to one-shot me? I was kind of worried because I am Lax Nature Girder and my special defense is pretty low, but that Eviolite plus non-stab coming in, only doing 25%, pretty pathetic damage. I think Eviolite is going to help me out a ton here. There were a couple other Pokemon I considered putting on my team for this. I'm okay with going through there. There were a couple other Pokemon that I considered putting on my team for this. Honestly, first things first, I probably want to get XP over on my Grovyle or my Krokorok. Krokorok, I always am messing up the names. Honestly, Gyarados is another Pokemon that would do really well getting some XP on him. What do I care about most here? Do I really care about valuing my Girder that much? I'm worried if I'm just going to use it for this gym or not. At the end of the day, XP isn't the craziest thing that I need to super worry about, since I can always just go back to other regions, especially once I get access to Fly. Something I'm pushing super fast for through all of these gyms is to get up to Gym 6 and defeat that, because once we defeat the 6th gym, that'll give us access to the Fly HM, and that'll really open up the game a ton. Having access to the Fly HM, as well as being able to navigate between the regions via the dock and everything, that's what really causes things to pop off. That's what really causes you to just have full flexibility with whatever's happening in the game. So we do get Q-Charmed here and Toxic. I guess I'm just going to switch here just because I feel like I might as well. He gets a Conlon Berry proc. That's hilarious to see. I'm going to go ahead and switch here just because I'm going to go Tentacruel in case he shouldn't go for another Toxic, but I'm essentially... Actually, I probably should go something that I want to get XP on. So Krokorok or Grovyle is probably my best bets. I'm going to go Croc because I do think Krook is going to really help me throughout this. I could have arguably gone Grovyle. I'm not sure if I have... If I have a Crocodile that I could use for like the Elite Four that I already have XP on, that's like not over the level cap, I definitely don't have to level this Croc, and I could just aim to use that. But we'll do that for now. Once again, I'm not super worried about this gym. It should be pretty easy. It's going to get a little bit weirder as my party is kind of getting weakened, but I'll make sure to go heal before the actual boss. But other than that, I'm pretty okay just heading through like this. I'm okay with heading through this damaged. I'll lead Girder here. That's totally fine. The follower sprite's kind of cute. I like his nose. Look at this. Even a stab facade, like, coming from Zangoose is only doing 27% when I have Eviolite equipped on this thing. This thing just tanks everything. Like, Eviolite Girder, this might be one of the more underrated Pokemon that I don't probably talk about enough with storylines. I mean, the issue is, like, who's going to have an Eviolite for their Girder during your storyline? Like, that just sounds ridiculous. But, you know what? I might actually go ahead and try to take on the gym leader, even with a toxic weakened Girder and a weakened Krokorok. I'm going to go ahead and go for it. This might be a huge mistake. I might just die, but honestly, I walked into the PC to make sure I set my spawn location there, so even if I do die here, totally okay with this. I don't mind going back through this. I kind of got all the XP I needed to off of the guys on the way. Once again, dude, Facade coming out, not doing enough damage. Toxic also won't quite kill me, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, Toxic will not kill me here. So I'm going to be able to... I assume he might go for a potion here. It depends what he does here. I'm still just going to go for Wake Up Slap. Essentially sacrifice my Girder. Not going to be able to get much more value out of him. I think I'm going to go ahead and go on to Krokorok here. So if he's faster, he gets some big damage off against me. And it's a little scary, which he probably is faster, I'd say. But yeah, that's okay. I don't think that kills, at least. I live at 1 HP. That is pretty hilarious. So the reason I did this was, I'm not going to get outsped by something and killed. If he brings in something that's going to go for a quick attack, I should actually go ahead and just potion. The good old slacking. Well, I'm dead no matter what to this. The question is, do I want to go ahead? I'm going to go ahead and just stay in. And just sacrifice this thing. If he's gonna bring in slacking while I'm at 3% HP, I couldn't care less, honestly. I'm gonna go ahead and just stay in, let him take me out, and I'll probably bring in Gyarados and go to set up Do I even want to set up is the question? I think I do. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go Gyarados. Oh, get the Intimidate proc off, which is so huge. Set up Rain, and then I can actually switch over to Tentacruel if I want here to tank the attack to play it extra safe. But I think I'm going to go ahead and just go for the Aqua Tail. With that Intimidate proc, his Facade's just going to do way less damage, doing 34% to me there. And I'm going to be able to 2-hit KO him with my Aqua Tail, which is super nice. Eject button comes out. Cool strat, cool strat. Zangoose comes in. This thing could possibly have Thunder Punch, but I'm not going to play afraid of that. It's just too silly. Going to go ahead and go for that Aqua Tail. I am Jolly Nature, so I'm going to be quite fast. I outspeed, one-shot the Zangoose, and move on to the next Pokemon. Level 33 on the Gyarados coming in hot. Mystic Water on it also, just doing a lot of work. Leftovers could be an option as well. Once again, just Aqua Tail here. If it connects, which it does, we do one shot. I'm looking out for those 10% chances to miss. Aqua Tail is a 90% accurate move. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the little bit of color commentary or fun times on this one. Hopefully you guys are having fun. Aqua Tail, let's go for it. Facade comes in and actually does huge damage. Pretty brutal, not gonna lie. So something I didn't calculate there, I didn't think about or expect or respect, is he was an Intimidate proc. The fact that he was an Intimidate proc there allowed him to do so much more damage to me. Spinda's going to come in. The question is, do I want to just set up Rain here? Do I want to just Aqua Tail and try to kill? Let's just Aqua Tail. Try to kill. There we go. We hit 100% KO even without the Rain. Bam, boom, bam. That's 5th gym badge. Easy peasy. How long has this video been going on? We're getting on the gym badge. Easy peasy stuff. Let's go ahead and just try to move on to the 6th as fast as we can. Let's make some sick progress. Let's make some Pokeyen. We're a while away from making the big Pokeyen, but we're getting there, boys and girls and people of royalty. We're getting there. Alright, so after defeating your father at the gym, this guy comes and talks to you and says, hey, follow me, gotta show you something. No idea what he shows you, definitely don't remember this part of the storyline. Let's go ahead and follow this old man and see what he's got. I do like the little staggering, little bit of animation, but cool dude, please excuse us for dragging you here this way. But our Wallies? Oh, I understand, it's about his son, Wally, everything like that. Came really cool, no problem, I made your son really cool, not a big deal. Oh, this is how you get HM Surf? That's so funny. This guy had such a loser son and Wally that he was like, hey man, you made our son cool. Here you go. And then he gives you HM Surf. That's awesome. So there we go. HM Surf is at least achieved. I wonder what that'll give us access to. Probably a huge part of the map since Hoenn is so much water. Alright, it's actually pretty crazy how much traveling they expect you to do in the Hoenn region without fly. Probably one of the reasons I'm not a huge fan of the region, but I understand the nostalgia and I understand the love for it. I think it's a pretty interesting one, but they really want you to surf all the way around here, down to Dewford, and then back all the way around up to Slateport now that you have access to it, and then come all the way up to Mauville, and then go to the east and start making your way up here, and then we're supposed to take on the Weather Institute, and then there's also a rival battle over here that are super important. But that is so much traveling, it's absurd. I'm going to try to cut through and see what I can do, but that is crazy that they expect you to essentially go around the entire map now that you just have access to one new HM to explore all the water locations. Pretty crazy to me. I'm going to make sure I have some amount of repels. Probably go ahead and buy some more, honestly. I have 6. Honestly, that's a decent amount. We're going to roll with it for now, but I'm hoping we won't need too many, but I think we're going to have to pop a ton. This is going to be quite the travel. Alright, so we're first starting, now we're over here, so at least I am going to be able to actually surf across this water to get across that pretty easily. Went ahead and taught my Tentacruel Surf, pretty much a no-brainer. I taught it over Bubble Beam. Surf's obviously the better move. So far, I have walked from here over to this tile, and I have encountered 4 Pokemon already. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pop a Max Repel to make sure I can run past those trainers. This guy is going to be a little annoying. I don't know if he's going to be possible. Just kidding. We got it first try. I don't know if we already battled him or not. Clearly not, because we haven't battled them yet either, and they were mandatory. So we're going to dodge as many trainers as possible and just try to make this trek. Alright, after destroying those 2 twins with their plus level Minor, we accidentally run into another trainer. That's okay. Really shooting to see. I don't know how plausible it'll be. I don't know how long the Weather Institute is going to be, and I don't know how difficult the rival battle is going to be, but if we can try to get that 6th gym badge in 6 episodes, I would be so immensely happy. That would be so cool to be back on track for 1 gym badge per episode. All the way 6 badges deep, excuse me. That doesn't usually happen. No, I'm not sponsored by Jeep. Apologies for the mix-up. Okay, we've gone quite far at this point. I'm actually back up towards Mauville, and I'm heading east over to this water path to hopefully be able to travel through it. Alright, we did get stopped by a double-sided trainer, but we were able to spam acrobatics with our grassy, flying, squirrel kind of lizard-like guy, and then basically just get through him easy peasy. I did pick up a poison status from a Roselia with poison points. I'm going to heal it off really quick before heading back to the waters. Alright, back to where I want to be progressing. I do want to try to dodge this guy if possible, so I'm going to try to walk this trainer. Let's see what we can do. It's going to be tough having to surf, though. I don't know if it'll actually allow him to encounter me while I'm using the animation. Doesn't look like it. Okay, we got away perfectly, cleanly. Nice. Got away with the crime. Another trainer walked by successfully. Didn't even know what hit him. So let's go ahead and continue on. And Steven jumps out of some grass to absolutely scare us. Let's see what he wants to talk about. Blah, blah, blah. Meet him somewhere else. No idea what's happening in the storyline. Alright, I encountered an Electrike randomly. I chose to acrobatics him to purposefully not kill him and just brutalize him a little bit. I'm going to try to get a catch on him. I threw a Great Ball there. Didn't even get close to working. You know what? I'll use an Ultra Ball. Why not? Adding an Electrike to the Pokedex and getting it in our PC is honestly quite nice. Manectric's a pretty cool Pokemon and honestly an NU favorite of mine. Electrike was caught by the Ultra Ball and added to the Pokedex. Had no stats to be spoken of, and then we got caught by a trainer. Alright, so Swellow's actually a little scary because if I don't one-shot with acrobatics, we're going to have a problem. As you can see, there's 71%. Hopefully, Hurricane as well. Really good dodge there. I'm not going to lie. Swellow might not have the best special attacking stat, but I'm still scared with the amount of damage I would take there. And now I can actually respond with a Giga Drain because I know it will kill, even though it's not super effective or not very effective. I want to be able to sustain as little or, you know, all amount of HP that I can. And I know it's going to take the KO there. So Taylor comes in. I should be able to acrobatics this. Yes. Huge defense, or I guess it's just stat difference in general from Taylor to Swellow. We do get a level up and are allowed to access to double team. Definitely going to pass on that move. That can actually be used for some weird cheese in the storylines, but definitely not worth it in my opinion. Just going to cost you so much time. Might as well just build a proper Pokemon, a proper offensive Pokemon. Now, we're going to be heading through this grass here. If I remember correctly, this grass specifically is one of the best spots to catch a specific Pokemon that's good for making money, but I don't remember. I think this might actually be the wild encounter location for Trico. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. After referring over to the Pokedex, it looks like I was correct, and thankfully my memory didn't fade me quite yet. Not quite old enough for that to start happening, but yeah, this is the wild location encounter spot for Trico. So if you want a Trico for the storyline, maybe spend a little bit of time here, have some fun. It'll be a rare encounter, like 5% or so. Not the craziest, rarest thing in the world, but you know what? It's fun to pick one up and add it to the Pokedex. If you started with something like Torchic or Chikorita, or not Chikorita, Torchic or Mudkip. What is happening to me today? Seems like the brain is just a little bit scattered today. Not in a bad way, and I think it's kind of fun. Honestly, I like including slip-ups like that in my videos. I like showing you guys my personality and showing you guys also just my mood. I think showing you guys how I'm feeling on a given day is really cool, and it slips through a little bit of personal touch into YouTube videos. Even though, you know what, I'm just here to play Pokemon. I'm here to play PokeMMO. Hopefully you guys see some of me shine through some of that, and maybe some of you guys enjoy that. Maybe some of you guys hate that and wish I would just talk a little bit less. That's understandable. Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to like the video if you do like how I talk. Dislike it if you don't, or do whatever you want to do. Give me feedback. I appreciate it. Now, I feel like this house is important, if I remember correctly. I feel like it has a heal location, but I was wrong. It's just a house full of Wingull. Maybe she heals you? I don't remember. I thought this house had some sort of relevant information, but I mean, I guess it did. It had 6 Wingulls in it. Pretty good information. But the continuing north from Route 119, I think the rival battle is coming up, if I recall correctly, and I'm also not sure where exactly the Weather Institute is located. I'm pretty sure that it's required for the storyline, but I could be wrong. Now, I do love crossing a good bridge in Pokemon, especially one with a waterfall in the background. You know what? Nothing beats the simple pleasures like that in PokeMMO. I'm a little scared. I don't know why, I feel like heading north is like the direction they make you head when they ambush you with a rival battle. So I don't know why I'm just like heavily expecting that coming anytime now. I'm gonna head through this side honestly and go through these wild. You know what? I'll take a wild Trico encounter, even though I already have it in the Pokedex and I started with, you know, with Trico obviously. I'll take a catch. What if it's decent? What if it's not? Why not risk it? I'm gonna go ahead and Giga Drain here. I don't think it ever kills. Yeah, I'll do 55% damage. Do a little bit of damage, get some sustain for me, as well as hopefully put me in somewhat of a position to catch it. I might end up going for a repeat ball here if I have any of them in my bag. Nope, just Ultra Ball is going to be my best bet. I wasn't sure what I had remaining on this account, so wish me luck on this catch. Not able to put this thing asleep or anything. I'm not sure. Maybe I should go over to Meowth. Honestly, Maybe that's the play. I think I'm going to head over to Meowth and go for a fake out payday, depending on how much damage I do, of course. Actually, he sustained a little bit. Something I could do. I could actually throw Ultra Balls until he sustains enough to live another Giga Drain, and then go for that. But that might be a little bit. I'm going to make the Meowth play. Okay, well, that's kind of sad. I ended up critting with the Meowth anyway, and Fake Out just killed him. That's unfortunate. There's no way that Fake Out killed. Maybe I'm wrong. There's no way that Fake Out killed without a crit. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but I was pretty surprised by that. It doesn't really matter too much. I was just kind of trying to catch it for a little bit of extra Pokeyen if it had any stats. What's the base price of Trico at the moment? I don't think the base price is too high. Maybe like 2K even. Nothing too crazy. I found an extra E. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, like honestly 4K. Honestly, I don't remember if it was male or female. If it was a female Trico, it would have gotten me a lot more, to be fair. Let's actually go ahead and check the base price of a female Trico. Around 9K. Honestly, if it was female and I missed out on that, that would be unfortunate. I'm not going to check back on that, though. I don't even want to know if it was a huge mistake or not. Not a huge mistake. Pick up that elixir there, make up some of the bit of the lost Pokeyen, and keep heading forward. I'm surprised this guy actually didn't register me as encountered. Oh, I could head over here. Actually, I don't know if I can reach that water from this location. This route is so interesting. This route feels so long. And here it is. Okay, here. Okay. Huge. This is the Weather Institute. So, okay, pretty self-explanatory, actually. I should just be able to have to fight these guys. Probably not. I have to go in here. It's dungeon time, boys. We're going to take down the Weather Institute. Just defeat all of the Aqua people we run into. Beat it up. Hopefully we don't die here because, man, this would be a long run back. We should be good. They're all Team Aqua members. We do have access to Giga Drain Grovyle. It might actually be super worth using some Leppas or any sort of PP healing stuff I might have here to be able to sustain my Giga Drain PP. But taking out this Carvana, easy peasy. Gonna try to blast through the Weather Institute as quickly as possible. And then I should be able to make my way to Fortree City. And then hopefully, maybe we'll be able to see a 6th gym badge in this episode if I'm lucky and fast enough. Alright, those two trainers defeated on the first floor, moving up a staircase. We've got 2 more guys here. Should be pretty easy. Hopefully this dungeon's linear. If this dungeon is linear and I can just battle guys all the way through and just brain dead monkey my way through it, that's my favorite kind of gameplay. Okay, well, I totally zoned out, was busy watching some Retro Rick on YouTube, and I actually evolved my Grovyle into Sceptile, which is hilarious. Now, one of the cool little things, I guess, is that, it probably happens in traditional games, I still have my Grovyle in battle, but I do actually have access to my Sceptile now, but we don't actually see that yet. Just kind of a cool little tidbit. I think I'm going to go ahead and not learn Dual Chop. Honestly, it's really tempting. I just don't think Dragon type is a relevant type in Hoenn. I don't think my rival is gonna have access to any Dragon type or anything in the Elite Four. I don't think I'm gonna need that, so I'm gonna move on. But there we go. We did get access to Sceptile. Let me see the follower sprite. Beautiful. Definitely my favorite starter from this generation. Plus, even Shiny. I think Shiny Sceptile, or that whole line, Shiny Trico, Shiny Grovyle, Shiny Sceptile, are actually, funnily enough, my favorite Shiny starter Pokemon. Alright, now I think, yeah, Aqua Admin Shelly. You can tell by the character spread. I mean, she looks bad. This is the boss sort of fight for this dungeon. So let's go ahead and take this on. I guess I'll show most of this. Should be a pretty easy fight. I don't even know how much I need to show of this. Celio is going to get taken out. Celio, though, man, can we acknowledge? Really cool Pokemon. I think Spheal, Celio, and Walrein are some of the most underrated, just like full line. Because I think every single Pokemon within that evolution line is just awesome. From Spheal to Celio to Walrein. I mean, I get the names. You know what? Spheal just being a seal. At least it's not like straight up Seal, like S-E-E-L, like Seal from Generation 1. I mean, that's something we could talk about. I'm going to go ahead and Acrobatics here. Oh, I did no damage. Oh, he got an Intimidate proc off on me that I did not pay attention to or respect. I'm going to go ahead and Giga Drain here. That'll sustain my HP and ignore the Intimidate proc, obviously, because it's a special attacking move. If I can't Giga Drain to death the next couple Pokemon that come out, I'm going to be looking to switch around. Now, the issue is, I know the rival battle is coming up. So, I actually really want to preserve Pokemon that I can. So, I'm going to go ahead and, oddly enough, I think maybe go Girder here. I think go Girder here. Girder, or I could just sacrifice Meowth. I know Meowth. Honestly, Meowth's not going to be like super useful. I'll go ahead and sacrifice Meowth. The reason I could go Girder here is obviously because I hit it with Wake Up Slap and pretty much obliterate it. Ice Beam's going to take me out. That is totally okay. Think, man, once again, do I want to go Girder or Sceptile? Am I okay with using another Giga Drain PP? I only have 3 left. I'm going to go Girder here and try to preserve some HP. This could be a huge mistake. We'll see how it goes. Ice Beam does 50% to me. Wake Up Slap, probably. That's a crit, to be fair. 70% on the Wake Up Slap. Should be able to tank this next Ice Beam as long as he doesn't crit high roll me. That would be unfortunate. Citrus Berry, it still will be taken out post Citrus. 32%. Please no freeze. That'd be pretty hilarious if it just like, you know, froze into high roll or something crazy. Then you know what, you got it, Crawdon. I believe in you, King. Take that thing out. What's the last Pokemon left? It might be worth to use a potion. It's definitely gonna be worth to use a potion on Girder. Now I don't want to kill it if possible. I think I'm gonna head over to Tentacruel here. Revives are going to be a lot more touchy for me, a lot more valuable than just potions themselves. So I'm going to make the switch here over to Tentacruel and see if I can take out this Carvanha. It's very possible I'm not able to, but I want to preserve HP. I want to preserve PP because I just don't know how annoying. I think Surf's actually going to do the most damage here. We can do a little bit of calculation. This harshly reduces. Actually, this always reduces. You know what? I'm going to go for the acid to reduce, and then, yeah, we'll definitely be able to kill next turn. I'll take that. And he shouldn't be able to do too much damage to me. Let's see here. Bite comes out. That's fine. We also got a leftovers proc. We do lose a little bit of our, our team sustain a little bit of consistency, but we should be pretty good here. Take this guy out. Should be the dungeon completed. I might go out and use some potions just in case because I want to make sure I can take on this rival fight. I don't know how difficult it's going to be. I'm a little worried about it. We'll just kind of play it by ear. Hopefully we don't need 2 takes on it because running all the way back here would be a pain. That's what I'm most worried about. Running all the way back here would suck. Okay, but they're running over to Mount Pyre because I scared them off. See you guys later. Save the scientist here. No worries. Kings and queens and people of royalty. Give me a cast form that he put over in my box too. You know what? Cast form is a pretty underrated Pokemon. I respect it. I'm going to go ahead and start using those potions that I talked about. You know what? I made a mistake. Don't be like me, guys. Make sure to look around the area before actually doing what I just did. I went ahead and used the potions, but you know what? I could have actually gone over to this PC and done exactly what you see me doing now, which is just putting in my Pokemon and immediately withdrawing them, which fully heals them. So take advantage of your surroundings. Don't make the same mistakes that I do. Use this series as a learning process. But now we can at least continue on and hopefully look forward to that rival fight. Hopefully it's not too bad. Now, it is actually raining in the overworld naturally, so I think I'm going to go ahead and lead Gyarados to take advantage of that. That's another thing that's super, super important. Gyarados is going to get Dragon Dance level 36 coming up soon, which is a really big deal. But here we go. Here's the rival fight, I believe, and this is why I picked this. This is a big deal. Make sure to use everything in your surroundings at your disposal. Now, unfortunately, as I'm saying that, I made a smart play by leading Gyarados here. Unfortunately, my opponent just so happened to have a Pikachu, which is probably a little bit faster than me and definitely has a 4 times super effective move against my Gyarados. The one weakness my Gyarados has a nice electric attack incoming. Now, I'm probably going to make a switch over to Krukaruk here to intercept that possible electric attack incoming. Let's see what he goes for. If he went for something else, it'd be a little sad. Yep, Shockwave comes out. Thankfully, we dodge it with the Krukaruk. My best bet here. What is the play? I'm a little scared of Grass Knot. I'm just going to go for the Dig play no matter what. He has Surf. He does have Surf, and he's in Rain. Are you kidding me? Even though I planned for it, the NPC itself was the real winner, the real one who took advantage of the rain. Are you kidding me? That is really funny, honestly. That's just PokeMMO AI at its best. There we go. We do get the Moxie proc, though, which is a big deal. If we're able to outspeed something or maybe even heal it up, maybe we could snowball off that. Combustion's gonna come in. I'm not sure if he's gonna have quick attack. I'm just gonna sacrifice my Krokorok here. I'm pretty sure. Yep, let it go down. Flame Charge is gonna raise its speed, but it's still raining. I'm gonna be able to bring in Gyarados here, get an Intimidate proc off against this thing, and then also be able to freely Aqua Tail with the rain boost. So we do have a lot of strategy going on here. Gonna bring in the Gary. Come on, Gary, get that proc off. It is speed boosted, but that's okay. It goes for Bounce. A little scary, but not a big deal. It is faster than me, obviously, because of that. So I'm going to go ahead and just stay in, take hopefully no para. That's what I'm scared of there. No para. Bounce does actually have like a 30% chance to para, I believe. We had a crit that probably didn't matter, although we did have Pasho Berry, so you know what, maybe. I think Bounce, double check, I believe it has a 30% chance to paralyze, which would have been really bad there, to be fair. So glad we avoided that. We need a flying type attack to be able to obliterate this thing. I want to check bounce. I think bounce is a weird move for Gyarados. Yep, 30% chance to paralyze, which is a big deal there. Not going to have the easiest way of getting rid of Breloom. Actually, we have acrobatics on Sceptile. Yep, that's going to be fine. I'm going to go ahead and just hard switch over to Sceptile. He shouldn't be going for anything crazy here. I should be able to just come over in acrobatics. Shouldn't be a big deal. Bullet Seed, honestly, 30% is pretty brutal. A lot more damage than I expected. Nothing crazy, nothing scary by any means, but definitely surprised by it. 4 times weakness to flying type here. Another crit, are you kidding me? Didn't matter, but I mean, I guess my RNG is popping off here. Get that acrobatics crit. Didn't matter, but we still KO that thing pretty easy. This fight is going pretty freaking solid, I will absolutely say. The question here, this is a tough one. This is actually a tough one. I think I'm going to make the switch over to... I could sacrifice Meowth here. I'd probably go Tentacruel. Could arguably go Gyarados as well. Honestly, Gyarados and getting the Intimidate proc is totally fine. It's not going to be able to do that much damage to me after the proc, so I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go ahead and go for that play. Intimidate's just so good, man. It does have Air Slash, so it is a special Swellow, which is similar to the one we saw earlier. It's really funny. We keep seeing all these special Swellows rolling around for whatever reason. Air Slash actually had a 30% chance to flinch me there too, so a little bit of good luck not getting flinched. We're at 44% HP. The rain is still up. Wailord comes in. Another guy that can abuse the rain. I'm going to go ahead and go for a crunch to essentially just see what I can do, test my damage. If I can get the defense drop there, I can actually KO him after. Goes for Ice Beam, not doing much damage at all. It should be super safe here to just keep crunching. He should be going. Let's see if there's a Citrus Barrier, if there's any sort of item I have to worry about. I wonder if he'll potion him here. If he does potion him here, it's still fine. I just go for crunch, take him out, and there's the rival May defeated. Oh shit, I totally didn't know about this. We actually just get HM Fly from the rival fight? Are you kidding me? Do I have to... So it seems like... I wonder if I have to actually defeat the gym first before being able to use it? That would make sense, but that's crazy. I love this guy. This guy with the glasses might be one of my favorite. And even though I'm not a huge fan of Hoenn, dude, that NPC... He's a pretty cool guy. Let's go ahead and move the Sceptile back up. We can make our way over to Fortree City. Let's go around the trainers. Even though it's kind of dumb, let's go around the trainers, the grass path. And yeah, here's Fortree City. You can horde here to encounter, I believe Gloom is the horde here. Really great special attack EV training spot if you want to do that in the storyline. I don't usually recommend it, but if you want to, this is a fantastic spot to EV train special attack. ×5 hordes of Gloom since you're so close to a PC. I'm gonna go ahead and heal up. Let me try to teach something Fly and just see if I can use it. It seems like Gyarados can't learn Fly, can it? I feel like it should be able to, but I feel like it can't. Yep. I was about to say, I feel like Gyarados is one of those Pokemon that should be able to learn Fly, but for whatever reason, just can't, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and I guess put this Murkrow in my team just for a quick sec. This is one of those times where, it's one of those sad times where the Meowth boys, the fake out Payday Meowth is really losing the value. It looks like we can't use Fly, I assume. Not letting us. So yeah, we are gonna have to take on this gym. And you know what? I know this episode's been kind of long, but I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to defeat the gym and get 6 gym badges in 6 episodes. That would be a sick goal for me, a sick pace. All right, definitely not the best team for this. Pretty much the only switch that I made was just adding the Cragnole to my teams. I know this is a flying type gym. Flying type is going to hit my Girder pretty hard and my Sceptile pretty hard, as well as some of my other Pokemon might not be able to touch it. And what is happening? Something unseeable is in the way. I don't remember how to clear this. Are we going to have to take another break? Are we going to not be able to get 6 gym badges within 6 episodes? That is a depressing realization, but you know what? It only makes sense. I assume that I'm going to have to take a path around, unfortunately. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and leave that for next episode. Unfortunately, maybe next time we'll be able to keep back up on our pace. Maybe we'll get to the 7th gym badge or something quite quickly. I'm not sure, but I know this was bound to happen. Still, we made a ton of progress. We actually made a decent amount of Pokeyen just passively from the storyline as well, putting us up to 60k Pokeyen, 202 Pokedex entries, probably like 187 hours played or something after that session, and a really cool team that we're rocking. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did and you liked the Road to PokeMMO series, make sure to let me know by liking the video. Dislike it if you didn't, that's totally okay. Leave comments and feedback. Subscribe to the channel. If you want to see daily PokeMMO content about this beautiful game, make sure to subscribe. I think only around 38% of my viewers are subscribed. Check out the Discord link down below to see whenever new videos like this are posted or whenever I'm live here on YouTube. And then if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, the best way to do so is by the PayPal or Venmo link down below. Those are the best ways simply because they take less of a cut, which is kind of mutually beneficial. But that's it for me. That's it for now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic day and enjoy PokeMMO. Hey, if you're seeing this clip, that means you watched the entire video, and thank you. From the bottom of my heart, that means a lot. And this clip is used to say thank you so much to any of those who go above and beyond, any YouTube members, Twitch primers, Twitch subs, Patreon, whatever you may do to support the channel. It's appreciated, and your name is here. Thank you all so much, and have a great day.